We close tonight with a toast, and if you want to use Chianti, then Alan Pizzey's got just the place for you.
After Champagne, Chianti is probably the best known wine in the world, and Castello di Brolio in Tuscany is where it was invented. Baron Francesco Ricasoli owns the castle and the brand.
Wine is a beautiful thing, and it's something that for our culture has been always paired with the food.
In the centuries BC, before Chianti, wine filled a more fundamental role.
Something to be meant in drinking during the day together with onions, a big piece of bread, maybe some tomatoes, and so on. It was a sort of, a little bit of fuel for the daily worker.
The man who changed it was Bettino Ricasoli, known as the Iron Baron. He did it using instruments that by today's standards are almost primitive. His intellect, curiosity, and drive had the added incentive of necessity. In the early 19th century, the family and the castle they've owned since 1141 had fallen on hard times.
He was very smart because he practically rebuilt the fame and the success of this house and of its wines.
A combination of the soil, the climate, and above all the variety of grape, Sangiovese, came together in what is still an ongoing process.
Sangiovese is a very sensitive grape variety, and not only in the vineyard, but also in the cellars.
These barrels are all made from different types of oak, filled with the same wine to learn how it reacts and ages. Chianti fills what might be called a mid-range role, not a fine vintage to be aged and kept waiting for some undefined special moment.
I always hate to see the dust on the shoulder of the bottle. It means has been standing there too long.
Some 40,000 tourists a year visit Castello di Brolio, and many come as much for the wine tasting as for the art and history.
I think that if Bettino Ricasoli would taste our wines today, he would be nicely surprised.
To say nothing of pleased that his family castle is still in the family, still dominating the wine country of Tuscany. Alan Pizzey, CBS News, Castello di Brolio, Tuscany.